Yes, hi, I'm attorney Mike Coleman, and today we're going to be talking about wills versus trusts and how to avoid probate. First of all, here's a little information about me. I have my BA in International Studies from Fairfield University, my JD from Hofstra Law School. I'm a member of the American Academy of Estate Planning Attorneys and NALA and the Massachusetts chapter. I'm admitted in both Massachusetts and New York, and that's my dog Logan there on the bottom of the page. This is information about Tenny Lantz. She has her BA from Clark University, JD from UMass Law School. She's also a member of the American Academy and NALA. So we are members of both the American Academy. This is a little information about the American Academy here. We've been members for many years now, and we are also members of NALA, the National Academy of Elder Law Attorneys, and the Massachusetts chapter, so we're happy about that. So let's get going. Some documents that we think, a few documents we think everyone should have: a durable power of attorney. This is a document that names an agent to act on your behalf regarding your property and finances. And then a healthcare power of attorney. This names someone to make decisions regarding your body and your health. So if you don't have these documents in place, what would happen? Well, we're looking at probate court, and there are two kinds of probate. First of all, there's a living probate, and this is a conservatorship or conservatorship, and potentially a guardianship. The conservatorship is to manage property. If someone's sick and they can't do that for themselves, the conservator will do that for them. And then we have the guardian who would make healthcare decisions. So living probate can be humiliating. It's a public process. Someone has to go to court and do everything publicly. The court is in control. It can be time consuming, it can be aggravating, and it can be expensive. And then we have death probate. So again, this is a probate where if someone owned an asset in their name alone, and their heirs had to sell the asset or get access to it, they'd have to go to the probate court, petition the court to be appointed personal representative. Again, the court's in control. It can be time consuming, it can be aggravating, it can be expensive. So there are two ways to go through a probate, a death probate. You can either have a will or not have a will. What we say is basically the will is just your ticket to probate court. It names your personal representative, what was formerly known as executor, and it also names your beneficiaries. Probate can take time. Creditors have 12 months to make a claim in the probate court, so if it can be avoided, it should be. Probate fees, usually around $2,000. Massachusetts is a little bit higher, but you have to pay to petition the court, you have to pay the newspaper, you have to pay the attorney potentially. There are all sorts of fees, so you do want to try to avoid that. There is an alternative, and it's called a living trust. So we like to think of the trust as like a box. It holds title to assets. Once you create a living trust, you transfer the assets into the trust. Now, there are three positions in a living trust. There's a trustor. This is the person who creates a trust. There's a trustee. This is the person who manages the assets in the trust. And then there's the beneficiary. These are the people who benefit from the trust. So if you set up a trust, you are all three of those people. Other than that, it's business as usual. The trust can be amended or revoked anytime you want. You can still buy and sell assets with a trust. No new income tax forms are needed. It's really just business as usual. A trust can save on Massachusetts estate taxes. It's a very complicated issue. I'm not going to explain too much about it today, but without a trust, a couple basically gets a $1 million exemption. With a trust, you get to keep $2 million worth of assets without any Massachusetts estate tax. So with a trust, there's no living or death probate. There's none of that public humiliation, loss of control, time delays, expenses. The main purpose of probate is to change title to assets. If you already have assets in a living trust, there's no need to change the title, and that's the important thing to remember. If you have a pet, a cat or a dog or a hamster or something like that, you can create a pet trust here in Massachusetts. So you can name someone as a trustee to take care of your dog or a cat, and they can be left a certain amount of money, and you can leave instructions on how to spend the money, on who will take care of them, and so you can create a pet trust here in Massachusetts. So here are the differences between the two documents, a will and a trust. Wills, as you can see, are public documents. They have to go through probate. They should be stored properly because you can only have one original. Disgruntled heirs can attack them. They can cause your assets to be frozen. As opposed to that, the trusts are private documents. They avoid probate. They allow you to have multiple originals in case of emergencies. They're difficult to attack. They offer continuity in your affairs. There's no court involvement, so that's really a good thing. So what product do we give to our clients? So we give a revocable living trust, a pour-over will, a property power of attorney, and healthcare documents. And it's all part of our portfolio. So what's the most important thing? That would be getting started. Don't delay. Find the right probate attorney, estate planning attorney. So that's Lantz Law. And I'm the attorney here along with Tenny Lantz. So the benefits of working with Lantz Law: you establish your planning portfolio, holding your important documents. We offer regular newsletters and legal planning updates, protection of your family and your money, and access to the best planning strategies. We also offer 3-year review sessions. So thank you for watching the webinar. I just want to introduce you to our mascots. This is Luna over here with the white in the white, and then Willow is the brown one, and they're usually here in the office, so come by and visit. And also feel free to visit the website, lantzlawinc.com. You can download free reports and articles. You can find out about the top 10 estate planning techniques. You can learn more about our knowledgeable staff members. And if you want to, you can provide your email address for ongoing updates and newsletters. So thank you for watching today. We appreciate it.